Hey guys, this space is completely different, as you might be noticing right now. I moved back to Canada, so I'm no longer in Europe, in Berlin. I'm back in Canada now, and this is going to be the new studio space. This is an empty room. You can see my speakers aren't even set up. I have nothing really set up. I just put the tripod up. I don't even have a mic stand. And I thought it would be cool to post a video maybe, once every couple weeks or like once a week for as long as it's going to take me to get this studio in proper shape, because it takes a while, because you need some stuff to really make it sound good. So for example, this room has nothing in it. If you can hear like my voice, you can notice that there's a big natural reverb in this room. The ceilings are 10 feet tall. Nothing is on the ceilings right now. There's no soundproofing. I did buy some foam here that I'm going to get set up. So this type of thing, like setting up foam, setting up your speakers, setting up your desk, getting a carpet, what equipment you need. I'm going to be posting videos like this for the next few weeks to help you guys set up your own home studios, or to give you inspiration to, not inspiration really, but just give you practical tips on setting up your home studio. So today I think it would be, I bought these are kind of monitor stands, and I'm going to set them up with my Yamaha NS10s so we can actually start listening to music. And that's going to be the first thing I do. I'm going to start listening to music. It's going to sound really bad right now because it's going to bounce everywhere. And then the next few videos we'll add acoustic foam, we'll add a carpet, we'll get a nice chair, maybe a new desk. We're going to start setting up the controllers and the instruments, and we're going to bring this whole thing together. And lighting as well. Like there's just overhead lights right now. Lighting is terrible on me. We'll set some lights up for YouTube videos, get tripods and everything set up. So ideally I would look back on this video maybe in, 6 to 8 weeks to where the studio will be. It's going to be cool to look back on this video, listen to what it sounds like, and also just lighting and everything. So let's set up the speakers. Yeah. So I've mostly had, like, since I've been a producer and started making music, I've always had the speakers right on my desk. And this is going to be a change for me. I'm buying these triangle stands that I'm going to set up right now, and then put them, move the desk up front a little bit, and then put the stands behind the desk, and then have like an equilateral triangle with my ears and the left and right speaker. I think it's fine if you have them on the desk. I've heard from other producers that it's often good to have a bit of space with your desk against the wall, so it just doesn't bounce immediately off the wall, just to have a bit of space. You do see that in every pro studio. You never see a desk against the wall. So even if you're in a home studio, you could essentially just move your desk out a little bit, and then either buy these triangle stands. This one's a Yorkville brand, or you can make your own. You can have them on your desk too. I think that's fine. So let's set these up now and make like an equilateral triangle. So, okay, these are set up now, the speaker stands, and just take a knee here. Now, okay, let's set them up behind the chair and level it. So using a leveler, you can see here, they're not level. So I'm gonna have to set them up there. Get a measuring tape, and then make a proper equilateral triangle towards you in the middle of the desks and your ears. Every distance between your ears and each speaker should be the same distance. I mean, we don't have to get super scientific, but why not? I have a measuring tape right here. Let's do that. Okay, I think that looks, you can see them here. It looks a little bit off balance. Now's the time just to get the speakers up. I think that's the right call. Get the speakers up, test where, the monitor looks like a bit to the right, I think. So I don't know if we're exactly in the middle. I think like the most important thing here is, does it sound right? And is the balance right between the stereo field? It's going to sound pretty bad anyways, just because like like it's so reverby and echoey here. In the next videos, we'll start soundproofing, not proofing, but like acoustically treating the room just so it sounds a lot better. I'm going to connect the Yamaha NS10 to this amp here. The NS10s are a passive set of speakers, so it has to be connected to an amplifier so it can power the speakers. I just had this Service. It's a vintage amplifier. It's really, really good. The Bryston amps have really good power. They're really well made. So I'm gonna get the amp set up under the desk, wire up the speakers, and then let's give it a test, considering that this room isn't treated yet. Looks like we're set up. We have left and right speakers. It's looking much more like a studio now. Let's just give it a test to see what it sounds like. I'm recording on Logic right now. As you can see, I'm recording my voice. So I'm not gonna do any Logic tests. Let's just go to an MP3 quickly. This is a new song of mine. Sounding pretty good. I mean, the balance is good. The computer seems just to be off, right? It seems to be more touching this side. This is throwing me off, but in terms of my ears, the balance seems good to me. It sounds pretty rough because it's so boomy in here with the reverb. Then once we get things set up, it's gonna sound pretty cool. That's the first step, I think, in your studio, is to get your speaker set up so you can actually hear some stuff. Second thing is to treat your room, which we'll do in the next studio. I plan on making it a bit cozier too. It's kind of cold in here right now. The lighting, no carpets, no plants, no vibe. Let's get the vibe going in the next video and start really treating this room to get proper studio together. I hope this series can be helpful for you guys. Let me know anything in the questions as always, and I hope to see you in the next one.